Welcome to Straight Outta Jersey. Today's podcast is brought to you by Ace Sunglasses. Go to acesunglasses.com.au to purchase some of the best shades around. Use promo code MRG30 and receive 30% off selected brands. Powered by the Zapata brand studio. Straight Outta Jersey with Jersey Jay-Z and the Freak of New York, Gregg Valentino.
What's up, guys? We are live. It is Wednesday, not Thursday, because obviously tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and we actually want to fun and say hello and wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. Greg, how you doing, my brother?
I'm waiting to get my turkey stuffed.
Miss Bell, how you doing?
Hey, Miss Bell, how are you?
What's up, guys? How you doing, Miss Bell? We hope you have a nice Thanksgiving. I know it's a little bit sad what you're going through, but we hope.
Yes.
Hope you try to have a great Thanksgiving.
I've been there same time of year too, Miss Bell. Same thing.
Yep. Roscoe, Greg, does your property still look like a dump site? I don't know. He's got a lot of statues.
Yeah. Always looks like a dump site. We sell shit though.
Will Debley, what's up, brothers? What's up,
your
Will?
Property looks like, Momo.
Yeah.
Hey,
hi, Natalia.
Debbie, what's going on, my boy Will?
Natalia, what's up? Hi, everyone. Morella says happy Thanksgiving,
on?
Everyone. Morella's there. Happy Thanksgiving.
Morella.
Greg, when Morella was actually cleaning up a little bit, and we found your phone was left here. So I didn't know if you wanted it back, your flip phone.
My flip phone. I love that thing. I wish I still had that. I don't like these other phones.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't even know how to, I don't even know how to get on I don't know how to get online with that phone. I don't I only use the answer and and then if I have to text message, I usually give it to my girlfriend, tell her to text message. Or if you see me writing in all caps, that's because I'm doing it on my thing.
Yep. Miss Bell says, I hope you guys have both great turkey day. T-Day.
Yes.
Will Debley living the dream, guys. Living the dream.
That a boy will. That a boy will.
Smalls gives a thumbs up.
Smalls. Is that
It's not Biggie Smalls. I don't know who that is.
Yeah. You know what's funny? Because George Smalley, his brother, always calls him. Yeah. I wasn't sure if that was Bobby.
Yeah, I don't know.
They call Bobby Smalls. He goes by Smalls sometimes.
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, obviously, over the weekend, I had the Teddy Atlas turkey drive. I was with Teddy Atlas, Michael Moore, a bunch of other boxers giving away turkeys to a good cause, giving it away to churches and everyone that needed, hopeless families and stuff. Mr. G stopped in and his brother Bobby. A very good, great cause. Natty Gaines go live again tomorrow for shits and gigs.
Natty Gaines, what's going on? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
You know what it is? We would, but we're not, it's like you got family coming over and shit. I don't know what Joe's doing, but.
Miss Bell says teeth could be turkey or test. Depends on your lifestyle.
Well, over here, nobody eats, we don't make turkey.
No?
Nobody eats turkey over here. They're all like, I don't want turkey.
Did your mom cook turkey when did you have turkey when you were kids?
Yeah, yeah. But the thing is, it's all Italian food because
lasagna too is big on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's Lucia's favorite, but we don't make lasagna, just mostly other bullshit. But the thing is that, my mother ate all like fucking weird shit, not with us. I didn't eat any of the shit she ate, but she would eat like kidneys. She was into organ meats and everything. Meanwhile, she died of fucking pancreas cancer. So, all that shit about, wow, eat healthy. My mother was like the most healthy eater you ever met, but it didn't help.
Greg, I sent you a video today, and we're going to touch base on it.
I didn't know anything about that.
I was going to ask you your advice about that. And I saw Dave actually put a video out, I think yesterday, about it too. Fouad, who I met before, and I know him. I'm not friends with him, but we've met and talked. Obviously, Sam Salik, when Fouad was with him, he actually was friends with some guy. Apparently, they were friends for a long time. They had a fallout. They were arguing online. Apparently, the guy said he was going to show up. Fouad said, "Come to my house and see what happens." The guy went to his house with his friend, and Fouad came out of his house with a bat. The guy came on Fouad's property. Fouad hit him. Now, look, I don't know. When I go there and someone always has the camera out, it's kind of for YouTube. But Fouad, I think he did the right thing because you're going to somebody's property. You have the right to defend your property. Get off my property. I mean, whether he invited her or not, I don't know the whole situation, but I don't know if you saw the video, Greg.
I did. Wait a minute. So that guy was friends with him at one time?
They were originally friends, believe it or not.
Oh, I thought it was just an internet troll.
No, they originally were
You
friends.
sure about that?
That's what I remember. They were friends at one time and had a falling out.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what happened. They were friends and had a falling out. That's
And
when
did Fouad hit that guy with he had a bat in his hand?
he had a
Did
bat
hit
in
the
his
guy?
hand.
Because you couldn't really see it. The video got all jumping, and I really I couldn't see anybody get hit. Did he hit the guy with the bat?
I don't know if he hit him with the bat or anything. It's fuzzy. He did push him, but I think Fouad was just defending his property. You coming on my property and my kids are inside or whatever, I'm gonna defend it.
Yeah, listen, first of all that internet tough guy shit, all the shit that you guys see about guys, I was in jail for 40 years and now bullshit.
Mr.
Bullshit.
G, by the way.
First of all, true mafia guys, they used to make fun of John Gotti Sr. because they used to tell him, stop with all the media shit, the Dapper Don wearing the clothes and walking into court, and they used to say, stop showboating because there's no good could come from that. True mafia tough guys, you don't even know they were there. They're quiet. Remember with Vinny the Chin and all them guys?
Yeah, sure.
They were under the radar. He used to walk around his bathrobe and shit. He want nobody fucking, I don't know nothing, you know what I mean? Because that's the real true tough guy. So anybody online that starts that troll shit, I'm a tough guy and I was in jail for 5 years. I don't give a fuck. That means there's a lot of guys are in jail. What does that mean? Does it mean,
Small said they used to work out. They were workout partners. That's what
okay. See, I didn't know, but I, I call balls and strikes the way I see him. Fouad and I have had a little bit of
course,
over the other bullshit, but I don't have any ill feelings toward Fouad. I believe Fouad was right.
I do too.
I do. I think that Fouad was right. You don't go to a guy's house. I don't care if he invited. When you say shit like, yeah, we'll come over to my house and say that still, that doesn't mean that gives you the right to step on his property and play the tough guy role. It should never have gotten to that. I don't know if Fouad hit him with the bat. You gotta be real careful with that because you do have fucking, everybody's got fucking, got their phones up. You saw that.
Yeah, see, but Mr. G's on there too. He says, "What's up, guys?"
Hey, Mr. G, what's up?
Morella said, "Greg, are you and Lucia attending Teddy Atlas Trump event in December with us?"
Yes,
that's right.
Definitely.
Teddy Atlas has actually had another event where Trump's going to probably be there for dinner.
Definitely,
so we might try and do something like that again. Last week, actually, Mr. G was with us doing the whole turkey thing. Teddy Atlas was there. It was pretty nice. But I will let Morella will know. She'll let Teddy know.
Yeah,
because obviously Teddy
definitely Morella. Yes, you know that I'll be there. But listen. So I think that Fouad was right. You don't come to some guy's house. If I saw somebody coming on my house, he's lucky. That guy's lucky he didn't get shot in the head. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, it is a little sticky situation. He also I heard another guy who must have been with the other guy, not Fouad, another guy. Because he kept yelling, you told him to come here. You did, that's the problem. You get everybody chirping and like escalating this stuff. You follow what I'm saying? And
it goes right on YouTube to get all.
Yeah, man. You're trying to humiliate Fouad. Look,
yeah, of course.
If Fouad's not my buddy, I'm not sticking up for him. But he's right.
But he's right.
I agree with Fouad in this one.
You should have put that bat in the guy's ass.
Call balls and strikes the way, that guy's lucky, Dude, what are you fucking, okay, you're not workout partners anymore. I don't know. Maybe you guys had a fucking disagreement. So what? MoveOn.com. What do you give a shit? What are you, an ex-girlfriend or something? Were you guys lovers or something? You're spawned? You got to fucking, you stalking, you talk about Fouad's wife? That's a no-no, bro. Say what you want about me. I don't give a shit. But you leave my family out of it, especially if you're a coward. Only cowards, like when you get the trolls, even in the comments here, some of them guys, I'm going to say this shit. I'm going to get under his skin. You're a coward, bro. Your family must look at you like, what a disgrace. You must be the pride. But you don't fucking, I don't give a shit what you say about me, but you don't talk about people's family. Talk about Fouad's wife. It's a no-no. It's a no-no.
William Allen, hey guys. Natalia said, what was the outcome? I don't know. She said, was anyone arrested? I don't know that, but I do know that, again, there was the camera went off. They had the scuffle. So, but you can't go Mr. G says you can't go to a guy's house.
Right. Mr. G's right.
Because you're going to defend your house.
George, you're right. But you know what the other guy kept yelling? Well, you invited him here.
Yes. He kept saying,
it doesn't matter. You know what he said? If you come to my house, see what happens. I'm sure the guy probably even said, I'll come to your fucking house, whatever. But whatever, you just don't do that, and you don't talk about a guy's wife. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you really have a beef, you just say to the guy, you go to the gym and you say, listen, want to go to the parking lot? We'll go in the parking lot. That's it. And nobody else, everybody stay here. No cameras. Once there's cameras involved, to me, it's all bullshit. Okay?
Yeah.
No cameras, no.
Or put on the gloves and go in a ring.
Like when you see all these fucking guys and like, you know, somebody calls out somebody else and he walks into somewhere in a gym and everybody's got the cameras going like the big, like the Van Wyck and the other guy, the little guy. That's that was all escalated. That all, if that kid shouldn't have had a camera on, you know, and shouldn't have, you know, pushed Mike Van Wyck to that point.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, it's the same thing. You don't go to a guy's house and you have a guy with a camera standing there. Oh, look, the camera's on. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that shit.
Brian Pablo.
Hey, Brian, my boy Brian Pablo. Happy Thanksgiving.
Brian, thank you, Brian. Happy Thanksgiving to the Zapata boys and Greg Valentino and everyone.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you so much, Brian. We appreciate it.
Brian, we're gonna have some. We'll have some kangaroo for you. I'm just kidding. Because I asked Lee. Lee said, "Yes, people do eat kangaroo." I'm like, "What?" But so what I was gonna say, you know, so I just think that I think that Fouad was 100% in the right, and I just think that, you know, you know, you can't keep talking about a guy's wife and all that stuff. Let's see what your wife looks like. You know, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what your wife looks like.
Fouad should have took that bat and shoved it up his ass. I mean, he pushed him and everything, but
do you know, is there legal shit going on now?
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he showed up, calling him out, gets hit, and then starts suing him. You know, that's typical.
I don't know if he got hit because I thought I heard Fouad say, "I threw the bat down. I put the bat down now, or I put it down." I don't know if he got. I don't know what the. You didn't see it. All you saw was like mumbo jumbo shit, and I heard a woman was screaming, "Stop! Stop! Stop!" So I assume maybe that was Fouad's wife, but I think Fouad was right. I don't like that shit, and I think that guy's got better things to do in his life than fucking go troll somebody. You were once friends. Like I said, you look like a Spawn lover. Let it go. Who cares? You know, I don't really have guys that I was once. There's one guy, you know, from when I was, you know, drug dealing. You know, I tell the story about him and everything like that. He fucked me when I didn't realize, you know, he was the one doing shit. Mm-hmm. But you know, you let it go. I'm done. You know what? I'm not. You know, my friendship's done with you. Go somewhere else. But you know, that's it. You don't fucking go to a guy's house with a bat and you keep talking about his wife. Mm-hmm. You don't do that. Especially when you see that fat bastard, you know, didn't look like he didn't look like no Johnny Handsome to me. You know what I'm saying? So he shouldn't be talking about anything. Let it go. LetItGo.com.
Miss Bell says Second Amendment was created for a reason. And then Ruben Knights 7 said, Greg, you were hilarious on After Hours. Highlight of the show.
Thank you. I just got off the phone. By the way, happy birthday to Jimmy the Bull. Today is Jimmy the Bull's 65th birthday. I'm right behind him. I'm going to be 65, my next birthday. Mm-hmm. I got a couple more. I got some months to go, but still. Yep. But Jimmy I just got off the phone with Jimmy at literally 7:59. I told him I got to go. I got to talk to Joe. You know what I mean? Yeah. But he's going out to dinner. Otherwise, we would have got him here. But we love Jimmy. Jimmy, God bless you. It was great. Always great talking to my old friend, Jimmy.
Jimmy, happy birthday. Many more. Yes. Marty Millie 65 says After Hours turned into the male view.
Well, you know.
Yeah, well, we know how it goes.
We're not. Dave is my friend. You know, we love Dave, and I love all the guys there. Just, you know, it's we're not going to talk about.
He'll be 67 Christmas Day.
Wait, Mr. G, you were born on Christmas?
Yeah.
Holy shit! What a Christmas present to your parents. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he'll be 67.
Happy birthday to you, Mr. J. Yeah, I didn't know you were. I knew you were 66. You know, I knew that you were his next birthday. I didn't know you were born on Christmas.
I don't know.
Holy shit,
Greg, my board is getting a little bit hot, so if I freeze up, you take over. Just so you know.
Oh, how can you tell? It shows.
I can tell there's some showing here a little bit yellow. So.
Oh, okay.
But just so you know, but go ahead, we'll keep going.
So no, I mean,
Fouad.
That's the whole thing with the Fouad thing. I mean, you'd have to know more. I don't again. Does anybody out there know if anybody got hit? Does anybody out there know if cops were called, or is there any sort of legal?
I don't know.
Legal bullshit going on because it is. You know, I just don't like a man's home is his castle. I don't give a fuck. Even if he said, show up at my house if you got a problem. Still, it's, you know, you show up with cameras and people standing there with lights and cameras going like this. It's just, you know, You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
sometimes people say stuff, come to my house,
Mm-hmm.
You should have came to his house and said, I'll stand out here, on the end of the driveway. If you want to do something, you do something, that's it.
Yeah.
But you don't go there and like walk on a guy's property, talk shit about the guy's wife,
Yeah,
It's
don't
not
do
good.
it. That's not right. Mr. Protein, Mr. G said he's at his mom's house and she will be 90 tomorrow.
Oh, wow. You're lucky, man. My parents died, well, my mother died young, but my father still.
George said, do I have to save you from the technical difficulties? No, George, you don't, but you got to send me that computer.
George is.
Georgie. He's getting some fixing on that. By the way, did you see that the Tyson fight? They were talking about it. And, it's federal law. If it's not, if it was fixed, they would get in big trouble.
Yeah, I don't think it was fixed. You know what I'm saying? We talked about that. I don't think it's fixed. There's still people like, here's evidence.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
It's just like when people say, like, about the fucking 9/11. Oh my God, there was bombs. You know how many people would take I'm not even going to get into that shit. What about building number 7? What about it? You know what I mean? If somebody blew up my house, there's a good chance the house next door is going to go too. You know what I mean? It just, from explosions go this way, but whatever. What about building 7? You don't understand. That was George Bush blew it. Whatever. I'm not going to get into that. All these conspiracy theories. Tyson had no gas in the tank. He had no gas. He had ring rust. He the only thing, and I brought this up, the only thing that just puzzles me a little bit, was when he stepped on Tyson's foot the day before. Tyson smacked him so fast and with authority and dead accuracy.
Yep.
Even he was like, whoa. You know what I mean? I mean, he was like, bam, like that fast, right here, smack on the chin. But when he was in that fight, and I know some of you think, that's right. See, that's why he was throwing air. I think Tyson was too amped a little bit at the beginning of the fight. And I just think that, I don't believe it was fixed. Wow, Tyson got a $220 million payday. Still, I don't think it was fixed.
Mr. G said, George, Teddy was waiting for his bagels. Yes. My brother is going to be going, though, next year. We already arranged that. Teddy was waiting for his bagels, and he had bought bagels, but he's going to take them from Georgie Bagels. So we'll get them next year.
George has great bagels.
Nice pulled punches. I don't know, Miss Bell. I really don't.
I don't think he pulled. I think he was scared. He
not
was
as fast as he was.
I saw his face at the end of the fight when what's his name bowed to him, and and Tyson was standing there, and then he looked like this, and then he reached out. He had no gas left in the tank, dude. I don't care how fucking 10 seconds of him hitting a heavy bag. You know what I mean? It's just.
My brother says, Greg, Jay-Z, we got to have an anniversary meet and greet at the shop. Yes, we're going to have that.
Absolutely.
I talked to Greg about that.
Berwick, Georgie's Bagels.
Georgie's Bagels.
In Pennsylvania. So I don't know. I don't believe any of that.
Marty Miller 65 says, I think it was fixed based on how Mike answered the legacy questions before the fight. No, it wasn't fixed because I mean, it's a federal law in Texas, and they get a lot of trouble.
Listen, you guys all think. Listen to me. Jesus Christ, help me. There's never the only person I've ever seen that could actually sit out and come back on any sport is fucking Victor Martinez, to be honest with you. Okay, because that guy that's my guy. And when he got in trouble and all this stuff, no matter what they do to that guy, he keeps coming back and winning. Okay. But realistically, even in our sport, you got great bodybuilders who tried to make comebacks or even just it's very hard, and in boxing, it's different because in boxing, you got to win by merit. Unlike bodybuilding, you win by opinion. You know what I'm saying? And to fucking see a guy that hasn't fought in almost 20 years and he's 50 fucking 8 and he's abused the shit out of his body. He had a bleeding ulcer, which he needed blood transfusions just in July. He couldn't even walk, was walking with a cane up until recently. Had to go in the ring with a fucking knee brace on, sits around, does psilocybin, has his own brand of marijuana and all that shit. And you guys think that you're going to see the Tyson of the 1980s or early 90s? You're out of your mind. It's not going to happen. He's a human just like us, okay? And yeah, he can kick your ass, he can kick my ass, he can kick all of our asses. But when you're in a ring like that, the other guy is not a fucking, we know that he's not a guy who grew up boxing and everything, but he's a legit, he's got some fucking power. He starched Tyrone Woodley. He starched a few guys. He can hit hard, all right? And he's young. He's fucking on juice. You ever see what he looked like just like 6-7 years ago? He was a fucking like Happy Larry. You know? Now he's like fucking juiced up. Robert Frank was saying that, you know, he met, you know, what's his name, years ago. You know, he said he's a good guy, Jake Paul. He's a good guy, he said. He's a really nice guy. He's not a bad guy at all. I like Jake Paul. I don't think he's a bad guy. You know, obviously this doesn't help him, his legacy. He really shouldn't have fought Tyson, but Tyson got a nice payday out of it, and I think Tyson proved a lot to himself. Because not for nothing, at the beginning of the fight, Jake Paul was throwing some fucking punches. I mean, Tyson walked out of there with a black eye and everything.
Yeah.
He threw some punches, and he couldn't knock down a 58-year-old that's been doing psilocybin. Okay, he's, you know, he's big on all that mushroom shit. I never understand. Just like I don't understand the marijuana thing. Even though if my daughter's watching this, relax. My daughter is like, you know, Miss Marijuana. Okay, some about everybody. My daughter fights MMA. Some about all them fucking MMA people. It's just like marijuana's their thing. I can't understand that, but. You know, he did a lot of this shit in 50, you know, by the time in his 58, he's been abusing his body, couldn't walk. Look at him a couple of years ago in a few of the movies, even the movie with Sean Penn that he just, with that New York City fucking fire department movie he just was in. That shit, this is only 2-3 years ago. He's fat. You know what I mean? He said he lost 100 fucking pounds from when he did the Hangover.
Yeah.
100 pounds.
Yep. He said he almost died.
Lifting. He wasn't punching. He was, you know, remember he told Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan talks about it. Joe Rogan even said it's not fixed. You know, he just said Tyson just didn't have any gas left. And, exactly. and he said that Joe Rogan said that when he talked to him, even during the Hangover, when he was doing that movie, he said, I don't want to let the beast out and all this shit. Well, that beast, you know, is old. You understand? It's like a fucking pit bull. You buy a pit bull, and now the fucking pit bull's like 18, 19 years old, and it don't got the bite and bark it had fucking when it's 20. You guys want to see that fucking guy. He's not that guy. What do you want me to do? I could get Reggie Jackson fucking maybe, you know, get him in shape and start hitting balls in the fucking thing and try to put him in center field in Yankee Stadium. It's not going to work. You know what I mean? Time's gone. When Father Time comes in and says, it's a wrap, it's a wrap, man.
Yeah. Joe V.
Look at even Schwarzenegger in 1981 came back in bodybuilding. In 1980, excuse me, when he did the comeback, it wasn't the Arnold that he was before.
No, he wasn't.
Matter of fact, if he wasn't Schwarzenegger, he might have placed like 3rd or 4th in that show. Do you understand? There were a few guys that looked better than him. Yeah. But you know, he's wild. He won again. The bodybuilding's strictly a fucking beauty pageant. Who, you know, whoever they deem as the winner wins. You know what I'm saying? I've been at shows where there's no way the guy wins should win, but we're not even going to get into that.
Yep. Joe V said, glad to see you guys. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, Joe V.
Gregory DeBarro said, Greg, on RX, you said Laura Cravel slept with a Masters Olympia champ while she was married to Chris A. Was it Vince or Robbie? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Greg. Uh-oh.
Who remembers that? How do you remember that? Who said that?
Gregory DeBarros. These people are good.
First of all, I'm not 100% sure she was still married to Chris. I think she might have been. I don't want to say who it was. Pitch Taylor. But sorry, hold here. Let's just say it wasn't Robbie. But yeah, they were. They were here at my house. So what am I going to tell you? They were here for a couple of days. You know. And Tanya Knight and Rick Valente were fucking listening in like this. But I don't know who you're talking about. I forget who you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Marty Miller 65 says most athletes are into marijuana these days.
Listen, I'm not against it. You know, my daughter, again, she does the whole MMA thing. You already know. I said it a gazillion times. The only thing I don't like is that she also smokes cigarettes here and there. You know what I mean? I'm like, look, fucking pick a fucking thing, you know, but I can't say anything because, oh my God. Oh, you know, so I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Girls, you can't tell girl, dude, go tell your girlfriend or your wife something. You know what I mean? Go tell her what to do. All right. And watch what happens. You know, they're going to do the opposite. Well, if you have daughters, good luck with that. Wait till they're older. If they're young, wait till if they're, my daughter's what, 27? So if when they're 27, you tell them what to do. See what happens. Mm-hmm. I can't tell them nothing, but whatever.
Ironhead Hooligan. So Tyson will always and forever be a beast, but he has always said it that he doesn't want to bring out the guy because he'll come with him. He'll come in with him. That's why he's doing all this weed to chill out.
But listen, I agree with you, Ironhead Hooligan, but the beast gets older. Do you understand what I'm saying? Listen, I talked about this with my father. My father was a rugged, fucking bad motherfucker. And when he was older, before he died, you know, he got old and things started happening to him. And I used to use this example. Follow me on this, okay? I used to say, did you ever watch SpongeBob, right? You ever see the, you know, no, I don't watch SpongeBob, but I had no choice. When my kids were young, I had to sit there and, you know, hey, Patrick, you know, SpongeBob. Anyway, so I sit there and I watch. And one time they were watching, like, what was it? Underworld Man or Sea Man or Ocean Man. You remember they had, like, he was their version, like Superman, and he'd come with a cape and here he is, like Ocean Man, you know what I mean? And they'd be like, oh my God, you know, Ocean Man, yay. And he was like stronger than a, you know, like it's like Superman, you know, could jump a leaping building, you know, lift up a fucking giant clam, whatever, right? And they're like, we gotta go see Ocean Man, we gotta go see him. And they go and they fucking knock, they find where he lives and they knock on his door. And they go to his house. He opens up the door, and there's this little old man standing there. And they go, "Yeah, is Ocean Man here?" And the guy goes, "That's me." And they go, "No, we want to see Ocean Man. You know, the big, strong fucking guy." And he goes, "That's me." And he ran in, he got his cape and put it back on. And he's like, "Look, I'm Ocean Man." And they're like, "No, what happened to you?" And he's like, "Sorry, I got old." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry that you still have this vision of, no, look, if he really wanted to, we could kick his ass. Bullshit. He's fucking older now, bro. He doesn't have it.
That's true.
Dude, listen, Joe, did you ever see the video of, what does he say? What's George saying?
George said, hey, guys, FYI, Greg's daughter does MMA, and he had his gallbladder removed.
Thanks, George. No, but did you, you know what's funny? Wait, I just lost it. What the fuck was I going to say? Oh, did you ever see when Mike Tyson was on the airplane? Somebody fucking videotaped him.
Yes.
And the guy was in front of him, was annoying the fuck out of him.
Yes.
And Mike Tyson stood over like this, the seat, and started punching him in the head like this.
Yes.
And it threw like 7 punches and then stopped. They pulled him away, stopped. And the guy was like, holy shit, like this. Now, that guy was like, oh, fuck, with this. He wasn't knocked out or any of that kind of shit. And, you know, Tyson stood above him, but he just, you know, all that shit, you never lose your power. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. You know, Jimmy the Bull, to talk to him, he was just telling me how, you know, he's feeling stronger, he's feeling good. But we can't lift the weights we used to lift. Dude, I want a bench show. I couldn't fucking do it. I get pinned now under a fucking, you know, 100 pounds, for Christ's sake. Not really, but, you know, I'm just saying, I can't fucking do even at 1/4 of what I used to be able to do. You know, it doesn't matter. Even when I was natural, I'm talking about when I was natural, I want a bench show. You get older, bro. Wait till some of you guys get older. You'll see. It just happens. And it's just, I'm sorry that you guys, a lot of people don't want to believe that Tyson is just not that guy. He's just not.
No, he's not.
He didn't cave that guy's skull in. That guy, he had 3 punches on him. Like this, bang, 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 like that. And the guy was like, ow, fuck.
He was like a dong beetle. He was like a dong beetle.
Dong beetle.
Yeah, you know what a dong beetle is? Mr. G has a question. He says, what about he, she Dancing with the Stars?
Who's Dancing with the Stars?
I don't know. Maybe what about the he, she Dancing with the Stars? I don't know what do you mean.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. I mean, somebody Dancing with the Stars or something?
Maybe Tyson.
He's saying like what, you could be older and still dancing is a big difference from getting punched in the face or punching somebody in the face. You know what I'm saying? Or lifting weights.
Says agreed. He's not the young man he was, but I do believe, based on his training videos and experience, he may have not. Maybe he would have not won, but definitely held back. I believe it. Ironhead. A lot of those videos were edited, believe it or not, and some of those videos are old videos that he just kept and put out.
I don't look, even if they're not old videos, and even if they're not edited, I don't know if they're edited, and I don't know if they're old videos. I can't say that, but I can tell you it's 10 seconds. I can tell you there's a big difference from hitting mitts and hitting a fucking bag. Yeah. And when you get in there, you know what happens? Your anxiety goes, and you're breathing. You haven't been in a ring now for fucking almost 20 years, and your anxiety's there, and it's real. And here comes this big young guy who's a lot bigger than you, you know, juiced up out of the max. You know what I mean? Coming at you, fucking, and you're like, and you're trying to throw punches. It's almost like trying to run away from a monster. Your legs don't want to run, like, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, I think that he was so amped going in there. He was doing a bombing and weaving when he first came in. He was throwing punches and missing. You know what I mean? And I just feel like
it's a different scenario. When he was doing his training, it's like almost having a kicker on a football team making practice field goal kicks. Do it in a game when there's a lineman, the ball, and the team's coming to tackle you. Big difference. There's a big difference.
Dude, there's 14-year-old kids that come in my gym that hit the bag, that hit the speed bag. Yeah. And there's a kid in there, and you're like, holy shit. You know, that kid can hit the bag. But he couldn't beat up a fly. It's just that he learned how to hit the bag.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't mean anything. You could go with a batting cage, go in a 90-mile-an-hour fastball, and try to hit that, right? Then go to a pitcher, and he'll throw 85 to you, which is 5, less. And see if you can hit that ball. You can't because of the movement. It's a different animal. It's a different animal. If you could do that, then make $1 million, go play pro baseball, It doesn't mean anything,
Mr. G said rugby guy who turned into a girl and was the Sports Illustrated swimsuit model of the year, but is a guy. I didn't see that.
I don't know. I've never seen it. I don't know what it is either. I have no idea. And he's with Dancing with the Stars now?
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Well, I guess he felt like if he can't beat him, join him. But
maybe.
No, I understand. Just people just can't deal with the fuck that. You know how many guys I knew, Tyson's going to kill him. He stands no chance. We all knew. Even George, your brother, was like, I don't think he's going to win. I don't think Tyson has a chance. You know what I mean? It's because of his age, and you guys are still talking about, Ocean Man or whatever. That was years ago. You know what I mean? When SpongeBob saw him, he was like, that was filmed like 20 years ago. I'm older now. You know what I mean?
Yep. Ironhead Hooligan said Mike Tyson hitting the bag is actually Greg's gallbladder.
There you go. I felt when my gallbladder was dying inside me, that's what it felt like. It felt like he was hitting that bag.
Exactly.
It felt like it was somebody was punching.
Lona Mayer, I guess that's the person's name. I gotta check it out if that's the swimsuit person. I don't know.
It should be Loner Man, but
Loner Man.
No, I don't know. I don't know anything about that, but
yeah, but Tyson.
It's just the people are like, even guys in my gym, same thing. Oh, he's gonna kill him. And then when I went in the next day and I was talking to these guys about him, they're like, some people like it's fixed. Or did you see that? They showed like pictures of him holding, like throwing a punch and then stopping it. I just think that he lost his depth perception and everything. It's just not the same, bro.
It's not the same. Now Ryan Garcia wants to end Jake Paul's career. He says
because they all want a payday, bro.
They all want a payday, yes. And
I'll fight fucking Jake Paul for a payday. I fight him for $100. You know what I mean? I need the money. I'm just saying.
You'd blow him for $100.
If I would, I'd crack him in a can for $100. No, but the thing is, what you guys don't understand, all these guys are going to come out now. Every MMA fighter wants to fight him because they see this big fucking payday. And not for nothing, but Jake Paul's in the driver's seat. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's going to pick and choose. And whoever he goes like this to, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, you're it. That's the guy who just is like this. I'm going to get fucking paid.
Yeah.
You understand?
He'll pick someone like George Foreman, or he'll pick out someone who's washed up or can't fight anymore, old, or someone who just has no real boxing experience.
He's smart though.
He is.
You know why? You know what he's doing? You fucking guys don't get it. He's picking all MMA fighters and he's making them cross over into his sport. Most of those MMA fighters are not good boxers. Don't get that. And they're fighting with
pound and pound type of people.
Right. They're not good boxers. They can't handle.
They want to grapple. They want to take.
It's a different animal. You're going to grapple. That's a different animal. But he's going to fight them in his. You come to my world. You understand? It's a different animal. And look at MMA. You're using fucking basically golf gloves on your hands. You know what I'm saying? Batting gloves. There's no pad. You're in a boxing ring now and there's big pads. It's a different animal. Totally. You're going into his world. Now, if he's going to go try to fucking roll, even with Tyrone Woodley or somebody that he beat in the ring, now you're talking a different story. Look, he beat fucking Anderson Silva. You think he could fucking take Anderson Silva in a fucking street fight?
No.
Anderson Silva kick him in the fucking head and tie him up like a fucking pretzel.
Of course.
But that's not what they're doing.
Not the game they're playing. No, they're playing different rules.
Anderson Silva's never been known to get in there and fucking box. No, exactly. I can't think of really too many MMA guys. Maybe Francis Ngannou. I want to see him fight Francis Ngannou. Watch what happens. It won't happen. He will never do it. Never. Because you wouldn't stand it. Francis Ngannou dropped Tyson Fury. And you know what's funny? Francis Ngannou's the only guy I ever saw when he lost that last fight. He actually said, you know, I woke up in the morning and I said, holy shit, I don't have it today. I'm going to wind up getting my ass kicked. And he said, I knew I was going to lose. It wasn't that he didn't have the eye of the tiger. It's just one of those days, you know, where you don't feel good and you just don't have it. It wasn't that he was sick. He just knew, I don't feel right today. I'm weak. I'm lethargic. You know what I mean? It's just, he knew this is the wrong day to feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
You ever watched the post-fight interview with the last fight he lost? He should have killed that guy.
Mm-hmm.
He should have killed him.
Wiz, Mr. G, what's up with you, legend? Bill Mann says, any hair growth tips from you, Momos?
Are you kidding? Do we look like we should give hair growth tips? Is that, Billy, Bill, get a goddamn joke book for Christmas, will you?
We don't have too much hair. I get it on my arms and chest and stuff, but no, you know, but
that's
nowhere
like
else.
That's like asking me and Lee, how can I get taller? You know what I'm saying?
Ironhead Hooligan, I don't know what's worse, losing all his skill due to age and couldn't even give a good performance, or daring to go out there and butt on a theatrical act for money.
Ironhead Hooligan, he had a great performance. You're missing the point. You want to see him bang the shit out of that guy, but not for nothing. I know that Jake Paul towards the end of the fight was like, okay, he knew that if I did hit him and I do drop him, okay, it's not going to look good for me. You know what I mean? Because you saw Tyson was gassed at the end of the fight. But he also knew a wounded animal sometimes is dangerous. If I went in for the kill and he slips one and hits me, I'm done. So he had a great performance. He took fucking a beating. This is a man who did not fight for almost 20 years, has abused himself, his body. He abused it for almost 20 years. Okay? From every drug under the sun to mental fucking disabilities to fucking head meds, all of that shit. Okay? He lost 100 pounds to get in incredible shape. He was in you have to look at the other side to this shit. Okay? What he did was an amazing feat. How many other guys? Did you see Roy Jones when Roy Jones had that little exhibition with him? He looked like shit. You know what I'm saying? He looked like shit. He's lethargic. He's fat. He fucking, you know, listen, don't hit me in the head, bro. Just, you know, let's play patty cake. You know, that's what they did in there. Okay? But Tyson went in there. He went in there with a guy who's been dropping people, and he did fucking pretty goddamn good. You guys just want to see him fucking, you can't get over that 1990s and early 90s, late 80s. That's the Tyson you wanted. He's not that guy. But not for nothing, he took a little bit of a punishment in there. And he fucking, you know, come on, man. I mean, you know, you got to see the whole thing of it. I think he did great. That's my opinion, though.
Yeah. Wiz says, Greg, I'm 5'6". How can I get taller?
Take a hammer like this. Look, this is a back scratcher. Take a hammer, go on your head, and you'll get taller. You'll grow an inch.
Guys, what's your favorite oral compound? Were you like D-ball?
I prefer blowjob, personally. I prefer when my girlfriend gives me a nice blowjob. No, oral compound, he's asking. Well, I don't know. It depends where you're getting it from. Is legit. You know, I mean, I liked it all. My favorite was probably Polish D-ball, Metanabol.
Were they pink?
No, they were yellow. They were like, yeah, it came in a yellow strip too. It was like 10 and 10. It was really good, man. I
remember the pink ones. Those were the
those were like the stop signs. Some of them were fake, some were real. You know what I mean? They were like Thailand or some shit like that. I don't remember. Yeah. You know, I got them, but I didn't really like that shit. You know, I did like the Russian D-balls. They were pretty good. You know, I like, but Metanabol probably my favorite oral. I don't like Anavar and shit like that. I like something with pop to it. You know what I mean? But that's just me.
And how many would you take at a time? The whole strip? When you take, how many would you take?
No, I wouldn't take the whole strip. I mean, I would be tempted to take the whole strip. I probably took half the strip, which was like 10. You know what I mean?
That's still.
I don't remember. You know, I took a lot. You know, you
took a lot.
I knew that if I did the whole strip, was a lot. You know what I mean?
Well, I never stopped you.
No, it didn't. I like the injectables. I wasn't as much of an oral guy as I like the injectables. I loved, you know, just sticking that needle in there with that testosterone was a beautiful thing.
Ironhead Hooligan says, I guess what I'm saying is like wrestling. It's not fake, but it's predetermined. That's what it was. And they proved it.
No, I disagree with you, Arnett. I appreciate, everything you say, but there's no way to say, listen, Tyson, you're going to lose. Okay. I just want you to go in there. He's not going to, no way. No way.
No.
He was serious. You can't come to the fact that he lost. You just can't come to that fact. So you have to kind of like make up these things in your head. Well, he lost because of this. Arnett, no disrespect. I respect your opinion, but I'm just telling you, no way did they sit there like wrestling. Okay, Jake, we're going to go. It's going to go full round. You're going to do this. He's going to do that. You do this. He's going to do that. You do it. It's no way. No way.
But you're going to see a wrestling match with Logan, his brother Logan, and Mike Tyson.
I wish Mike would stop doing that because he's only hurting himself with this shit. Go out as the champion. Remember, listen, what happened if you need the money? Mike, if you're watching this and you need the money, weren't you the guy that used to say, I could sell out Madison Square Garden sitting there masturbating? People will I'll sell that fucking crowd. Then do that. Masturbate in front of a giant crowd and make the scuttle. But don't put yourself in these positions where you're going to get thrown around the ring and keep letting the Paul brothers keep making money off you. It's not good.
That's what's going to happen. Bill Mann said Tyson's last win was on an airplane.
Yeah, but that guy didn't hit. But not for nothing, he didn't knock the guy out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I said, Bill. I said before, he threw like 7 punches in that guy's head.
Mm-hmm.
On top of him like this, Mm-hmm. And it wasn't like the guy was like all fucked up. The guy was like, ow. You know what I mean? Like that. Like, oh shit. He was like kind of laughing like, oh fuck. That was my Tyson. Oh, fuck. Mm-hmm. He wasn't like, holy fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Wiz says, Greg, you said you'd suck a dick for $5,000. I'm sure Tyson would take a loss for $20 million.
I
don't know.
I don't understand what he's saying. Take a loss for $20 million.
Like he would for $20 million. He'll take.
No. Whatever it makes your heart feel better about the loss, you think that, okay? And I'm only kidding around. It would have to be a little bit more than 5,000. 5,001 maybe. But
no, Tyson's not going to be bought out.
But listen, he said he did not take no fucking dive for 20. He's not going to fucking destroy his legacy. And then look his family in the eye. He's not going to.
That money was guaranteed.
You don't think highly of Mike Tyson to keep fucking making these excuses. He lost. He went in there. He was great. He fought great. You don't get that. He fought great. He hasn't fought in fucking 20 years. Most other guys would have got killed in there. You don't get that. He fucking fought great. He went from 100 pounds to having abs. 100 pounds overweight to having abs. He was fucking been on every drug, including head drugs, which really fuck you up. Mm-hmm. He went from all of that to being in shape to last fucking 8 rounds with a guy who could fucking take your head off. I don't know what you guys don't get about that. Mm-hmm. You guys, you're wrong. You're wrong. He fought. I think he did great. He hung in there.
He did.
You know what I mean? He should have got KO'd. There's a lot of boxing people were like, I'm worried about him. This is beforehand. Well, I'm worried about him. He doesn't understand. He can get hurt. He's not the same guy. You guys are still looking at him like SpongeBob looked at fucking Ocean Man or whatever it was. You know what I mean? He's not that guy anymore. That's fucking years ago. You know what I mean? The guy told SpongeBob, that was filmed like 20, 30 years ago. I'm fucking old now. You know what I mean? He's old. He's going to be 60 years old in less than 2 years now. Mm-hmm. 60, Yeah. I don't know what you guys think. Is he gonna? The guy was fucking walking around with a cane in August. He couldn't walk.
In a wheelchair. He was in a wheelchair.
He was in a wheelchair for a while. He had fucking bleeding ulcer. We had to give him a blood transfusion. That's how bad he was. I mean, what do you expect from this guy? You know what I mean? I don't understand what you guys really think. You have to really convince yourself. He took a dive. I would do it too for $20 million. He's not going to do that. He can make $20 million. Listen to me. He's not going to do that. He's not going to look his wife and shit and kids in the family in the eye and say, I'm going to take a dive. Bullshit. He has pride. He went in there. He was serious. If you saw when he walked in, he wasn't fucking around. He didn't come in showboating. He didn't come in he just didn't have it anymore. I don't know what you fucking don't get about that.
Yeah.
He didn't have it. I'm
Father
sorry.
Time is undefeated. Father Time is undefeated.
Believe what you want. If that makes you feel better, then you do that, okay? But I'm telling you, what he did was amazing already. Most people couldn't believe it. And a lot of pro boxers were almost like embarrassed. Dude, why'd you even get in there with him? You know what I mean?
Yep. William Allen says George St. Pierre could come back and win in the UFC.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. But I don't think George St. Pierre stopped training. I don't think George St. Pierre has abused his body. He's not on head meds. He hasn't been walking with a cane. He wasn't 100 pounds heavier. Plus, we don't know if George St. Pierre can do that. It's nice to think about that. But how many guys that were once fucking killers, okay, even Usman is, who was undefeated, was a badass, now can't win. I'm just telling you, you guys can't get over it. Just sometimes there's guys who just don't have it anymore. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Even when Babe Ruth was done, he couldn't even run. He couldn't run. They had to put pinch runners. Just even when he'd walk, they'd have somebody walk to first base for him. He couldn't fucking hit a fucking underhand pitch anymore. It was done. Cooked. It's over. Rest in peace. The career's done. Find something else. You understand?
Wiz says, I love you, Greg, but Jake couldn't have knocked him out with one hand tied behind his back. He was playing with him. Kind of sad to see.
He wasn't playing. Not at first. He wasn't. He hit him with some shots. And at the end, he respected Tyson, I believe. And he also was a little fearful. Listen, I got this in the back of my... How many times have you seen pro boxers, okay, that danced around in a ring towards the end of the fight? They danced around because they knew, dude, I got this one. Don't get knocked out. Mm-hmm. You got 2 rounds left. Just fucking stay away from him. That's basically what he did. He didn't want to help. He also knew he wasn't at that point. You're not going to knock out a weak Mike Tyson because he's gassed, and the people will hate him for that, and he won't look so good. And at the other side of the coin, he also knew that if I go in there and I get cocky and I get too close in there, there is a chance where he can throw one of those bombs, and I'm on the ground like this. I have it won. Cruise. You got it won. It's in your back pocket. You won. Just cruise. That's what he did.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah. So, Greg, for Thanksgiving, a quick question. Is your mother-in-law going to be getting the turkey?
She's not going to be here on Thanksgiving. Thank God. I'm not a citizen now, okay? I'm a citizen.
A citizen, yes. Yes, people were asking.
Yeah, no, she's not coming. No, she's not coming over. My girlfriend doesn't want to come over.
Okay.
Not that there's any trouble, but just, we just don't need drama,
No turkeys, huh?
No, she'll eat the turkey by herself, and then we'll all be fucked. Actually, we're not gonna have turkey. I'm gonna like Italian food and stuff,
Yeah.
Nobody, all the fucking kids here. I don't want turkey. I don't like turkey. I'll eat turkey. My girlfriend will eat turkey. We'll eat whatever the fuck.
I can see your mother-in-law with like a big lamb chop hand.
Yeah, big fucking. She's standing there with a big fucking like King Henry VIII or whatever. Yes. Fuck, with a giant fucking like. I gotta send you the picture of her sitting on a donkey and shit.
Yeah,
over in Mexico. There's like chickens running around, little pigs and shit running around, and she's sitting on a donkey like this with a fucking hat on her head. I'm like, holy, look at the poor donkey. It's like, help me, help me.
Wiz says, give us a good mother-in-law story, Greg. LOL. He has plenty of them.
I'm gonna do them on my channel. The problem is I've been lazy, plus
He's got a ton of them.
When I see I got a ton of them, man. You have no idea. When I see that there's people like it, sometimes when you don't get when you're trying to your audience is not in what it's supposed to be. You're not motivated to do shit. When I see the motivation there, I'll do a little bit more. So but I'll because I don't get paid, bro. So it's not like I'm doing this for scuttle, and I'm not trying to get scuttle. But when you're like fucking, you get trolls and all that shit on there, and what am I doing it for? But I am going to do it on my channel. And I'll do some other little stories. It's just a matter. I got to pick which one I want to tell first. That's the problem. There's a gazillion of them. A gazillion. Mm-hmm. They just made her a fucking citizen too. That's unbelievable. Yeah, and they did it purposely for the election, and she voted for Kamala Harris. So.
Wow.
I ain't a citizen now.
Wow. She's a citizen.
One day. He woke up that morning, went to work or whatever it was, and then all of a sudden, somebody at work, well, come on, we're all going to go down and get sworn in. Swear in. You're going to vote? Yes. Okay. Here.
And they all voted for Kamala.
You get sworn in like this. The morning you wake up, you had no idea. You're just a fucking a migrant or whatever. And by the end of the day, I'm a citizen now.
Wiz says, I've legit seen all the stories on Generation Iron story time that are so good.
Oh, dude, I got to admit. You know what's funny? I was just with my friend. I think if you go to my Instagram, I think Lucia put it on my story time. Is my friend Mike. That's the guy that took all the famous pictures of me, you know what I mean? And all, Mm-hmm. And, he's beat a lot of bodybuilders when he was back in the day, when he competed. And, he is a really close friend of mine. He tells me, like, dude, remember the time? And I'm like, oh my God, I got to tell that story. I forget, sir, because crazy shit follows me. And if you guys ever came to this house, Joe's been here with Morella. This house is a lunatic. Joe, last time Joe walked in my bedroom, I think a couple of weeks ago, he was like, what the fuck? You remember? Remember when I showed you all that fucking skulls and all that
Yeah, you
shit?
got like more shit. Every day you add new fucking skulls and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
You know?
you would think it's the bedroom of like a 16-year-old headbanger, you know, like one of those guys that's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
your mother sucks cocks and that, you know, like that kind of music and shit with the long hair, like, you know, like, you know, and
You have a statue of a nice dog with a like Harry Potter tie around its neck. I'm like, what the fuck?
I have all kinds of sick shit. But if you
Yeah,
go in
crazy.
my bedroom's like insane. People go like this. Holy shit. I got skulls, demons, like fucking Joe was like, Greg, what the fuck?
I don't know how I'd be scared sleeping in that room.
Yeah, if you sleep, you wake up and you look over and there's like demons looking at you and shit. You'd be like, what the fuck? And I'm not talking about posters. I'm talking about like statues and crazy shit. You know?
Sleeping in that room and then waking up, your mother-in-law's there. It'd be
yeah, you ain't, holy crap, that would really scare you. You'd be like, that's fucking real, that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's an obese demon.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Yeah, you got all that stuff. You got lights, you got everything. I mean, you turn on your backyard, you got all the lights and everything.
Nobody realizes that, you know. I got like, it's insane. You know, I'm fucking 64 years old. You know, you figure, come on, grow up. You know, what is this? A bedroom of 16-year-olds? You know what I mean? Right?
Are you friends with your neighbors? Are they cool with you?
Yeah. I get along with all. Yeah, my neighbors are good. Yeah, we're good with them.
I just they'd be like, hey, what are you doing all this shit?
Yeah, people like Lucia took like pictures of the like, you know, the statues and all shit right in front of the house. I mean, and I'm like, holy fuck, Lee Priest is right. It looks like a graveyard. You know what I mean?
It does. But you know, it looks really, when you have all the statues and all the lights out, you have them though, it looks really nice.
Yeah, I got a lot of lights out. We just put more lights out yesterday.
But it does look like a graveyard.
Yeah. I love it though. I love it. I don't give a shit what anybody says. I love that.
You got the monsters there.
Yeah, we have so many. Joe, I didn't bring you downstairs to show you those giant fucking creatures I have. You know, I have like, you know, sometimes people have them on their lawn in Halloween, like the Wolf Man and shit. Like, I have them, you know, 7 foot tall. I got some crazy creatures down there. Like, you know, they're like something you see in a wax museum. You know, they're big and they're old demons and shit. I got a bunch of them, Joe. I got to show you. You've seen one or two. You know what I'm saying? You remember a few I had up here, but I got to bring you next time you're here. You're going to be like, get the fuck out of here.
Natalia said, is the mother-in-law coming for Thanksgiving? We just talking about. No, she's bringing the big turkeys underneath her arms like this.
Oh, Jesus. No,
they're going to be live. She's going to kill them there.
I don't know. You know what's funny? I don't know what the fuck. They eat all that Spanish food. Like, I ain't going to eat the goat. You know what I mean? Like, what? You know, like they eat the eyeballs and shit. The goat. I like the goat meat. Even Lucia's like, oh, goat meat's good. I'm like, fucking, you go ahead. You have your goat meat. And chapelinos, you know, the little fucking fried crickets and shit. Oh, they're good. You never tried a chapelino? You know, they're fucking fried crickets, and they're like this big, and they're like dead and fried.
She really eats those? She really eats those?
Yeah, what are you kidding me?
Oh, my God.
But they're Mexican. They're like, you know, they're like, you know, like farmer Mexicans. You know what I mean? Like, they're the ones that like live out in the country. They're real, like, in the backwoods. You know what I'm saying? They're like the fucking, you know, West Virginia, you know, the hill, you know, like the Appalachian hillbillies, you know, that they're like the hillbilly Mexicans. That's what. So they're over there like, hey, you know, that chapelino, that cricket is good. It's good protein too.
Yeah. Miss Bell said, Greg, what's up with Lee? Did he and Dave have a falling out?
No. I think
Lee's been sick.
Yeah, he's getting like a bad cold and shit.
Yeah, he's had like the flu or something. He's been sick for a little bit. You know, I don't know what's going on, but has been sick. You know, but he's still all right. I think him and Dave are fine.
Yeah, no, there's no problem with Lee. Lee's, you know, he just was laying low.
Wiz said, if we ever visit the U.S. from Australia, I'll take you out for a steak, Greg, and I just want to eat with your hands. Like you do in the video. Like, oh.
Yeah, I do. My son is like fucking like that. My son puts his face like a fucking inch from the plate, and he's like a gavone. You know what I mean? My son's nothing like me though. We're opposites. You know, I think you know that. My daughter's more like me. My son is nothing like me. As a matter of fact, he's total opposite me. Totally. You know, it tells my daughter, "Where did you get this guy from?" I'm like, "What do you mean, get this guy? I'm your father." You know what I mean? He's nothing like me. He's total straight laced. You talk about my house, my son's. You go in my son's house. My son has a big house, just him and his wife by themselves. You know, and he gets this big house on 3 acres of property because he makes a lot of shkaro. And there's nothing in out. You go in there and there's just a couch and a TV, in the living room. They're minimalist. They don't even have pictures. They have pictures of a dog on a wall in their bedroom. That's it. No end table. Like they believe in like minimal stuff. Meanwhile, I'm a pack rat. I'm the fucking opposite.
Everywhere.
You come to my house, it's like a museum. When you first walk in, you're looking around like, wow, what the fuck is that? Holy shit. There's statues inside, outside. You know what I mean?
You got everything. I mean,
man,
all over the place.
It's like you would be like walking in a museum. You'd be like, whoa, holy shit. From pictures on the walls to statues to crazy shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like that. I like living in oddities. I look oddities.
Yeah. Well, with Greg, we've been on for about an hour. So we had a little Thanksgiving special because obviously tomorrow's Thanksgiving. But I wanted to wish first everyone in the chat a happy Thanksgiving. Miss Bell, hope you do well. Natalia, Wiz, Mr. G, Bill Mann, Ironhead, Bill Allen. Who else? My brother George was in there. Everyone that's in there. We didn't see John Mancini. Brian, thank you so much. Joe V.
Yeah, man.
Marty 65. Thank you all. William Allen, Smalls, everyone. Thank you. Greg, obviously, happy Thanksgiving to you.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
I love you, brother. You know that.
I love you too, bro.
I'll actually talk to you soon.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone. We love you.
I just want to say one thing. Just remember one thing. The liberals are trying to say, the sickos, they're just trying to say that Thanksgiving is like desecration to the Native Americans. No, it's not. If you're stupid, because Thanksgiving is when the Native Americans came in peace and shared their food with the fucking starving ass pilgrims. Okay, so it's a happy day. So all you liberals, fuck you, and all you fucking other people, enjoy your Thanksgiving.
Enjoy Thanksgiving, man.
Love
you all.
Get your bird stuffed.
Yeah. All right, Greg. I'll talk to you a little bit.
I'm off to the dollar store, Joe.
I know that. I'll talk to you later.
Thanks for watching the Zapata Brand podcast. Please subscribe to the podcast.